today is the day that I will no longer be bummy. Well, I probably still will be, but I've been a bum since we've been in quarantine, and I kid you not, my skin is paying for it. As you can see, my skin is dull, it's dry, I'm breaking out, and honestly, I really don't experience these type of problems with my skin like that. So I just feel like I need an at-home pamper session to make myself feel better. So the one thing that I love when going to the spa, their detox water. So I figured, hey, make yourself a glass while you run your bath water. So I'm using lemon and strawberries, and I'm just cutting them up into small pieces. And then I'm using a cold bottle of water and pouring it into a nice champagne glass because, hey, I gotta feel lavish if I'm gonna be at the spa, right? So I'm just pouring the water and then putting the fruit in, letting it soak, and then I'm going to move on to my hot, relaxing bath. Although it's in the middle of the day, I still feel like I deserve a warm hot bath, so I'm just adding some foaming bath by Dr. Till and then going in with 4 teaspoons of Epsom salt, and this will literally help my body relax. It'll help any aches and pains, and then I'm going to follow up with some aromatherapy, some lavender, and then light a candle just for the ambiance. Now, I wanted a bougie spa day, so I'm adding some rose petal to my bath just for the looks and the appeal. Now that I'm nice and warm in my bubble bath, I'm choosing a relaxing playlist, and it's just something to vibe to. I turn it on, and then I let all of my worries and troubles just literally escape me for that moment. While you're in a bubble bath, it's not a time to be stressed, okay? You just need to relax. Drink your detox water or your mimosa or champagne or wine and just relax. So after about 20 minutes of soaking, I go in with my coffee body scrub and I show my skin some TLC. I'm using my exfoliating gloves that I got from Walmart, and then I move on to the rest of my body. Nothing feels better than having a scrub just literally scrape all of the dead skin off of your body. And then after that, I rinse it off, and then I proceed to shave my legs because, girl, I was hairy, okay? A couple of weeks, I was like, who gonna see it? And then I just hop in the shower and take my daily shower. To get the ultimate spa-like experience, I set up a facial station, pedicure station, and a nail station, and I am literally setting the mood with a wildberry frosted candle, and I'm just going to enjoy my spa day, okay? So before I even get into the facial, I am going to maintenance my eyebrows. Girl, I needed them plucked like ASAP, like yesterday. So I'm literally just holding the arch of my eyebrow because that's how I create a natural arch for myself, and I'm just plucking, and then I'm going to trim the unruly hairs, comb them out a bit, go back in with plucking, and then I'm going to be ready for my facial. The best part about a facial for me is the actual steaming process. So I'm using bottled water here to fill up the water bottle for my Pro Facial Steamer by Dr. Dennis Gross. If you guys are interested, I'll put a link down below. You can use a pot of water or a bowl of water, but I honestly feel like it's so worth it. It's portable and it gets the job done. So I'm just going to sit here and steam my face for about maybe 10 minutes, and I try to evenly distribute the steam on each side of my face as well as the front of my face to ensure that all of my pores are nice and open. That way, whenever I do use my facial wash, it gets in there and takes all of the dirt and debris out. So right after steaming, I like to go in with my comedone extractor. This is the best time to actually extract anyway because everything is nice and soft and your pores are open, so it makes the extraction a lot easier. Now, I know that I'm not using the comedone extractor correctly. You're supposed to lay it flat, parallel to the skin, and then, pull downward. But this is the way that I like to use it because it works best for me and it doesn't scar my skin when I do it this way. You just have to know your skin, hold your skin nice and taut, and then extract the way that you deem necessary. Now, like I said, I'm not an esthetician, I'm not a professional. This is just the way that I like to do it. It gets all of that oil and dead skin cells off of my face, around my nose, and the little valley areas. It's disgusting. Nothing but oil. Look at that. Ugh. But I'm going right back into it because I like a clean nose. Well, a clean face in general. But then after that, I spray down with alcohol just to ensure that it's nice and disinfected. So now I'm going in with a mild cleanser, and I'm using the Fresh Soy face cleanser. And instead of me actually putting water directly onto my face, I'm using the steamer to add that bit of hydration. That way, I can rub that face wash into those pores, get it nice and clean, and then I'm going to wipe it off with a cotton pad and some purified water. So after I've cleansed my face, I'm going in with a facial oil. This is the Shea Moisture Daily Hydration Overnight Face Oil, which is 100% coconut oil. And I'm applying this to my skin to add some hydration, but more so because I'm dermaplaning my face and I'm literally shaving any peach fuzz and dead skin that I have on my face. So the oil is like a protector. It's a barrier that literally helps the blade glide easily on your skin. So just make sure that you hold your skin nice and taut and literally shave away from the direction that the hair actually grows. And honestly, this helps with the way that your makeup lays. The makeup application looks flawless, and also it gets rid of these flaky dead skin cells. And then afterwards, I go in with a damp, warm rag, and I literally just pat it all over my face. It's nice and warm, it's cooling on the skin, and it just makes my skin feel refreshed. You can use water afterwards if you want, but I like using a towel. And then after that, I go in with something a little bit more abrasive. So I use the Amore Pacific. This is the treatment enzyme peeling mask. So I'm just applying this with my fingertips, and I leave it on for about 5 minutes, and then I rinse. I come back and I spray my face with the Rose Water Toner by Art Naturals, and it has witch hazel in it. So with my toners, I like to literally just pat it into the skin and let it air dry before moving on to a serum or a mask. Given the current state of my skin, I wanted to take it up a notch, so I'm using a clarifying mud mask by Shea Moisture, and I really like this mud mask. It literally draws out any congestion, dirt, oil, makeup, debris, anything that's literally clogged and congested in those pores. It is going to draw that out, and it has a mixture of tamarind and tea tree oil. It has some African shea butter and African soap, raw shea butter, African soap, something like that. But it's really great for the skin, and I leave that on for about 10 minutes, and then I wipe it off with a nice warm rag, and then I follow up with my Hydrating Serum by Too Faced. Literally, y'all, this is heaven in a bottle. It's hydration time, so immediately after my hydrating serum, I go in with my hyaluronic acid by The Ordinary, and this literally hydrates my skin even more, and it leaves my skin feeling nice and supple. It has a glow to it, it's nice and plump. And then we're going to hydrate the lips as well using a lip balm. And then for the scrub, I'm using cinnamon and some lemon juice, and we're just going to exfoliate the lips. So I'm mixing that and putting it all over my lips, and then I'm going to take a toothbrush and I'm going to exfoliate the lips. That way I'm getting rid of all of the dry skin. We want nice supple lips as well. And then afterwards, I'm using my C Tango Multivitamin Eye Cream by Drunk Elephant. And I'm just using my ring finger to pat that underneath the eye, just to add some moisture there. And then I'm locking everything in with the Clinique Moisture Surge. And this is a 72-hour auto replenishing hydrator. Y'all, this stuff is so good, so bomb. It does cost a lot, but it's worth it. And then after that, I'm going to use my little face roller here. And this is great for puffiness. It's great for redness. And it's also going to promote oxygen throughout the skin. So that's what we need, especially around the eyes, guys. So I'm taking the term at-home spa too literal. I done bust out the heating pad. I'm pretending that I'm at a nail salon in a heated chair with the massagers, but I need it all because I have to attack these feet. Oh, dirt foot self. Look like I've been kicking bricks. Looking like my toes been eating concrete for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But that is nothing. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's nothing that a little acetone can't fix. We can take the gel off. So I'm just using cotton pads with acetone. I'm wrapping it in some aluminum foil. I'm putting the cotton pads on my toenails itself, wrapping it in aluminum foil, and I'm going to leave it on there for about 15 to about 20 minutes. I'm thinking about 15 minutes, but shoot, we might need longer. So while I wait, I'm watching some YouTube, my girl Jackie Ina, and I'm just kicking my feet up and relaxing with my heating pad. I got my hot fries, my iced coffee, baby. This is the ultimate spa day at Missy Lynn's, yes. So it's finally time to attack these toes. I have to put a little disclaimer out there, right? So I was very hopeful. I just knew every single week that they were going to give us notice that we could finally go back to the nail salon. So I purposely left my toes alone. But I have a newfound respect for pedicurists because throughout this whole process, my back was killing me. It's such a long, tedious process. I was just like, man. So I clipped my toenails, took the gel off, and now I'm just using this little callus remover here, and I'm literally taking all of the callus, the dry skin off of my feet. Now, I don't know if the Epsom salt made my feet look a lot ashier than it was, but soaking in the bathtub, then taking a shower, I don't know what's going on. But I like to remove the callus while my feet are dry. To me, it's easier that way, and I like it to come off in more of a powder form. I hate whenever it's wet and it turns into little balls in the water. So I got my bubbles going. I'm putting some Listerine in the tub because it really helps with loosening that dead skin. And then I'm adding some Epsom salt and then some lavender for the aroma. Now this little foot spa here, it's by Home Ethics, and so I'll put a link down below. It literally keeps the water nice and warm, and it has a bubble maker. Oh my God, I felt like I was at a real spa. So I let my feet soak for a while. I'm telling y'all, if y'all make a meme out of my toes, we just gonna have to be beefing y'all. I'm just gonna block all y'all because excuse me, I promise my feet don't normally look like this. I blame the bathtub and coronavirus. Woo chow, I literally had to sit on the floor because this was a very tedious process, from cleaning underneath the toes and pushing the cuticles back. And now I finally got to the point to where I can give myself a foot scrub. So I'm using Himalayan salt, and I'm just going to rub that all over my feet, exfoliate, and then use the brush that comes with the foot spa, and it has a pumice stone on the other side of it, so that really helps smooth out my dead skin as well. Literally, my feet looked amazing. Hold on, change is coming. Hold on, everything's gonna be alright. So after I filed and literally buffed my toenails, I went in with Vaseline and vitamin E oil, and I'm just lathering that all over my feet the ankles, my cuticles, and my legs. And I'm just going to let that penetrate by putting on these slippers and letting that moisture lock itself in by keeping my socks on for about 15 minutes. So while I do that, I'm cleaning up my station. I'm going to go sanitize all of the tools and dump out this water. And then when I return, I'm just spraying some alcohol on my toes to remove the oil before I start painting. So I'm going to wipe that down real good. And then I'm going to paint my toesy woesies. And my color of choice is white. White nail polish, y'all already know. If you choose a white nail polish, you're going to feel like a bad bee. And I needed it, so. And then to wrap it up, I'm using a definer makeup brush, some acetone, and I'm just going to clean up around the cuticles, removing any excess nail polish. So here we are at last, the nail station, and I purposely did not do my nails first because, I did my pedicure and I didn't want to play with water with press-on nails and all that, but I washed my hands and now I'm at the nail station. I've clipped them, I'm filing them because taking off my acrylic during quarantine was not the business and it ate my nails up. So I'm just using some instant cuticle remover by Sally Henson and applying that to the bed of my fingernails. I'm going to let them soak in this little bowl for about 2 minutes, and then after that I'm going to push my cuticles back and then trim them with the cuticle trimmer, which is actually pretty fun and interesting and appealing to me. I don't know, I'm weird. Then I'm taking an emery board and I'm just scratching up the surface of my nails. I feel like fake nails hold on better when it's not as smooth. And I had a hard time choosing at first what press-on nails I wanted to use, but I ended up going with the clear and the blue because they are extra long and it's right up my alley. So I'm going to separate the nails and literally do the whole fitting test to see what fits better according to my nail bed. And then I'm going to start gluing them on. Now, during this process of opening the glue, I cut my finger. One cut finger won't stop my show. I managed to get all of the nails on and now I'm just filing to perfection. With little press-on nails, they have like this little bump at the tip of it. So I'm just filing that down and I'm filing towards myself because it's something that I see my nail tech do. So I just do it. And then I'm filing around the nail bed just to ensure that none of the nails look fake. And instead of adding cuticle oil, I'm just spraying them down with alcohol. That way it lasts a lot longer. Oil and fake nails, to me, it don't mix. But I just wipe my hands really good and I have a fresh set, y'all. It looks like I went to the salon. Now that my spa day is all complete, I wanted to just hop into a really cute pair of pajamas. I have revived myself. I am feeling motivated and I am relaxed and I am going to take my talents to the theater room and do what I do best. Relax. I have my glass of wine, I have my bowl of shrimp pasta, and I'm going to spend the rest of the evening watching Investigation Discovery. So if I can feel motivated and inspired, guys, I hope you can too. So be you, be beautiful, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Mwah!